Okay, so you've got HootSuite set up and you've now got your streams broken up, and that looks real good. So now let's talk about a few other things. Mainly how to find who or what I want on Twitter by going to the people you admire /read, checking out lists, looking at hashtags, and using HootSuite to manage them. Okay, so first of all, let's go over here, check out Alan November. This is one of the authors, speakers, etc. that I like to pay attention to, and we're going to go ahead to follow me on Twitter. Now this is going to give us two things. Number one, it's going to give us the ability to follow him on Twitter, which you can easily do there. It's also going to allow you to see who he follows, and you can view that as a list of people and say, hey, you know, I would like to follow that person. So you go through and you read what it is that they do. I mean, sometimes you'll see ones and be like, hey, you know what, maybe a law librarian is not somebody that I would want to follow. However, you might find that an elementary principal and K-6 tech integrator might be somebody of interest to you. All right. Also, you'll find out that this person follows lists and sometimes creates lists, and you can go ahead and check out those lists. Okay, and if there's a list that's interesting to you, you can choose to follow that list, which is pretty handy. And it's an important thing to be able to do in HootSuite, because if you watched the previous two videos and got really excited about the groups feature, which is a definite awesome feature in TweetDeck, which we can't install on our workstations, you will find that HootSuite no longer supports groups for two reasons. Number one, Twitter asked them to take it out, and number two, they decided it was redundant with the list feature, so no longer is it there in HootSuite. Sorry, I was going to teach about it, but it turns out not there. All right, so back to other people that I read. Will Richardson, who actually just recently released a book on personal learning networks, and believe it or not, I haven't read it, which is sad on my part. But when you're looking for someone's Twitter feed, often you only need to look for the little icon, and if you click on it, that'll take me straight to Will's Twitter page, and there it is. And once again, I can see who he's following and what list he's following, and if there's something that he has that I like, I can choose to follow those folks. And that brings us back to HootSuite. That's how I fill out all these contacts that I have. Let's go ahead and take a look at the contacts. Click on my name, and then I'll click people I follow. And this is where I picked all those folks up. And I'm picking up more all the time. So I got quite a big list here. I've got folks both in the graphic design field, which is what I do on the side, as well as folks in the education field. Mostly folks in the education field. All right. Heading back to my streams, I want to talk about hashtags. And I have linked for you on this page the A to Z dictionary of educational hashtags, which is really nice to have. There's the most popular general education hashtags. And then, of course, we start with technology, which is my field, so I'll probably be picking out of there. We've got subject ones, specific areas and roles, all right? And then here is the full list of educational hashtags, and it's quite big, all right? So I'm going to start off up here, and I'm just going to add a couple. I'm going to grab EdChat, because it's a pretty good general one. And I'm going to grab e-learning, because I have a master's in e-learning. So we'll go on over here to HootSuite, and I'll show you how easy it is to grab these. So first of all, I'll put in the hashtag and put in EdChat. And I can go look at it first and say, hey, are they saying anything of use to me? Is this something that I would actually want? Go through, scan it, see if it's mostly useful or if it's mostly just trash and advertisements. If it's something that's useful, save it as a stream. Boom, now we've got it. All right, and we'll go ahead and add e-learning. Same process. Take a look, see what we want, save it as a stream. Now let's say that we want to come up with our own hashtag. Let's say we want to have a hashtag for everybody here at Spring Grove Area School District to share professional development resources. So we'll just put in SGASD and search and see if anything comes up. And typically we would get nothing for this, but I went ahead and posted to it. So we've got one post. So if we all agree that that is going to be our hashtag, we'll save it as a stream and start using it. And when we post professional development resources, we can post with the hashtag SGASD and we can all share it. You could search for SG Science or whatever if you want to share things with just your department or come up with something for your specific team or whatever. So it's definitely cool stuff to keep in mind. So with all that, good luck and have fun out there.